Most of the starchy food we are eating in West Africa is not native to West Africa, not native to Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, and most of African countries. And because of that, sometimes many people are falling ill. That's my assumption, because of how it deals, the body tries to handle it, especially with the glucose issues. You know what I'm talking about, diabetes issues. Rice is not native to West Africa or even Africa. The rice that our people used to eat is different from the one we are eating now. The one we are eating now is from Asia, Oryza sativa. The Oryza we used to eat has a different name. That is the one that grew natively here. And you know, when it comes to native food, this is what your ancestors' bodies evolved with. They have eaten it 100,000, 200,000 years. Their body have adapted to it. The one we're eating now is from Asia because it's high yielding. All right. When it comes to starchy, all the other starchy foods like all these pasta, you know, cake, what else? Buns, all those mixes, they weren't existing here before. Even cassava has formed the daily food of many Africans, blacks. Cassava is not native to Africa. The Portuguese brought it here. So at the end of the day, you will see that in a place like Nigeria, cassava is now being used as to cook eba. We use it to cook fufu. That's what cassava is, fufu. Cassava is eba, you know, and a whole lot of other things we use it to make, and we're eating it. But this is not what our ancestors used to eat. Our ancestors used to use yam for those things. They will prepare soup, then they will use yam, pounded yam. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, majority, let me say 80% of starch, 80 to 90% of starchy food we are consuming was imported. It's not native. So it is my own personal opinion that if you are falling sick, if you are really sick of something, I don't care what sickness it is, if you are sick of something, cut out all carbohydrates, all. Switch to full protein-based diet. Vegetables. Do you know you can eat soup without swallow? Do you understand? You can eat soup without swallow. So get your soup prepared well, garnish it with meat and everything. You eat it like that. You don't. There's no, who made the rule that swallow must go with food? That food is a cocktail, a healing medicine. Our ancestors that invented those soups, they know what they're doing. Do you know okra soup? Okra controls your sugar level. According to some sources too, it lubricates a woman's body, if you know what downstairs, if you know what I'm talking about. So when we eat okra soup, it will be drawing like this. People just think it's soup, oh, it's sweet. No, there's a reason that they put that vegetable inside. Because they are trying to control your sugar level from consuming all the starch. If you eat it once a week, once in 2 weeks, your body is always well regulated. Your blood sugar is always well regulated. And people think it's just random soup. Then you talk about bitter leaf soup. Bitter leaf soup treats malaria. That bitter leaf, the drug for malaria is inside it. Quinone is inside. That's why it's bitter. The thing that's giving it that bitter taste is the treatment for malaria. They use it to make soup. You eat bitter leaf once a week, once in 2 weeks, you not fall sick. If you go to the villages where people still eat some of these native delicacies, they can do 100 years without sick. I've seen a 60-year-old woman that said that since they gave birth to her, she has never taken any drugs. She has never seen any doctor. There has never been any health emergency. When you look at what she's eating, you see that all those things she's eating is actually her drugs. Do you want to talk about egusi afang? All those soups we have, it took our ancestors hundreds of thousands of years to make those soups, to come up with the right combination for those soups. They are medicines, broth. You understand? They are medicines. So at the end of the day, if you fall sick, you need to revert to as much as possible the food that your ancestors were eating. The one that most aligns with your body. Your body evolved. Your ancestors took 100,000 of years to evolve that. The meat. Remember in those days they will go for hunting, they will get meat, they will eat meat. So if you go to the kitchen, for those that grew in the village, you know what I'm talking about. If you go to the kitchen of those old women, you will see that they will hang baskets, iron. They will use iron to weave a basket, and they put meat inside. You understand? They will cut meat and hang it. Every morning they will roast the meat more. Every morning they will roast the meat so that it doesn't spoil, because there was no fridge then. So if you go to any woman's kitchen, you see where she hung a lot of meat, and this meat is what the family eats over a period of 1 or 2 weeks. Why? Because the father went out and did hunting and brought back meat, enough meat that will last for 2 weeks. The mother will prepare soup, prepare yam, prepare this, prepare that. So at the end of the day, if you find yourself falling ill with some mysterious sickness, of course, discuss with your doctor. But you will notice that your life will be totally different if you strictly switch to all protein. Switch to meat, fish, chicken, turkey, soup, no stew. You understand? Then watch the oil you are using to eat. It has to be olive oil. We used to eat with palm oil. They now came and told us that palm oil is bad. It's not bad. Our ancestors used it for hundreds of thousands of years. The only thing with palm oil is that you need to bleach it. When you are cooking it, enough smoke will come out before it changes from red to that colorless color. That's just the only, that smoke that comes out is the only thing. Apart from that, they have been cooking with it, nothing they happen. If you doubt what I'm telling you, go ill with diabetes or high blood pressure or some of those diseases. If you go to hospital, doctors will tell you to cut out what? All carbohydrates. Exactly what I'm telling you now. Don't wait till your sickness gets worse. Try and reduce your carbohydrate intake. I'm not even talking about sugar. All the sugar we're taking now was also imported. The source of sugar for our ancestors was fruits. And how many fruits can you even eat in a day to give yourself diabetes? It's a whole lot. You know, when you get fruits, you munch it with the fiber. Before you eat 2 or 3, you are satisfied for the day. For you to eat enough for your body to even break down, it's very, very hard to eat enough fruits. But now we convert it into fruit juice. So instead of eating 3 or 4 apples now and get satisfied, if you convert it into fruit juice, almost 12 apples will enter in one tiny cup. You drink it once. Sometimes you might even drink 2 or 3 cups. Before you know it, you're eating like 24 to 30 apples just by drinking 2 or 3 cups of fruit juice. So watching what you eat is the secret to healing yourself from many sicknesses. Many people have healed themselves by temporarily switching to eating only meat and water, period. You know, cook the meat well, garnish it, cut it well, eat it every day for 1 month, 2 months. Many these people have given testimonies of healing themselves of many kind of ailments, because eating meat helps you cut off all starch, help you cut off all forms of sugar. All those drinking fruit juice, drink this, drink wine, drink alcohol, drink this, it helps you cut it out. After like a month or 2, you'll start seeing difference. People have lost weight with it, just switching to protein. There's no syndrome or sickness associated with cutting off carbs. Your body needs sugar to function, but the sugar we're taking is way too much. Way too much. So watch what you eat. Discuss with your doctor before you try anything I'm saying. I'm not a doctor, but discuss with your doctor. All right? Check based on your medical records what corresponds with you, and watch what you eat. Don't wait to get sick and unhealable, untreatable before you start watching what you eat.